Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play kart racer that is without a doubt the best looking kart racer that I've ever seen. Released in 2023, this GameLoft developed game actually has some decent elements to it, though I'm not exactly sure I can really recommend it to anyone, but we'll be discussing why here on Kid Game Breakdown. Launching the game, you'll be introduced to the world of Disney Speedstorm through a beautiful cinematic. What's even more impressive is that the game actually doesn't have that much of a visual downgrade, and even looks better at times. When we enter our first race, it acts as a tutorial to show us the controls. It really isn't all that bad of a tutorial, as this racer doesn't quite feel like any of the other kart racers. However, sometimes these messages will pop up after this tutorial, which can kill the pacing of these future races. However, once you complete the tutorial, you're giving Mickey with one of 6, I assume random characters. I chose Belle because I typically like acceleration based characters, and then started the fairly extensive single player. And I'll tell you, there is a lot here for free. And I eventually unlocked Goofy over the course of completing the first starter circuit. In fact, the only complaints I had about these early levels is the awful song remixes that they used from the respective Nap's original movies. I'll say it again, there is a lot in this game for free, and for the most part the racing feels pretty good. At first I thought it felt a little bit slower than Mario Kart, but I've been saying that about the past few kart racers that I've tried, so I'm starting to think that maybe I'm misremembering Mario Kart. But as I played, I did feel faster as you learned the character skills and mastered the tracks and this game's game mechanics. You see, racing feels a lot more risk-reward, as there is a healthy balance of skill and map knowledge employed. For example, drifting in this game actually slows you down a little bit, but it helps you turn sharper. If you hold a drift for too long, it can actually hinder you more than the boost that you get from completing it. So as you progress, you have to learn when and where to use your drifts, along with boost pads and rails, as all three add to your boost bar and can even extend it after you initiate your boost. However, it's when we get further along, and especially when we go online, that things begin to fall apart. You see, not only are there tons of characters, car parts, and upgrade points that we can earn, you can also pay for them. So yeah, it's basically pay to win. You see, I have earned another character and tokens towards others, but none of them have been A-listers, which is a dastardly bait to catch whales. And ultimately, this is the part of free-to-play games that I hate. I like that anyone can get into the game and can even play a rather large game for free, but I wish there was a pay once, get all the characters, or strictly cosmetic items. But alas, here we are with a heap of alluring characters and pay-to-win mechanics. There are 4 types of currency in this game. The store does do its due diligence and state that the purchases are real money, but this is only marginally better than others, and likely won't prevent vulnerable people from either misunderstanding or being manipulated through other means to spend their money. Personally, I like the game, but I'm not sure I can recommend it to anyone given the predatory tactics used. It really is a shame that a kart racer that is likely the best I've played in some time resorted to these tactics. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Check out my last video on Power Rangers Battle for the Grid and consider subscribing. Until then, this is Rob the Slob, and I'll see you in the virtual commute.